Now, let's bring another group that has dissociated itself from the protest, and that's the National Association of Nigerian Students. We're joined by its public relations officer, Joy Gundu. Good to have you join us. She joins us from Abuja studio. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
So we understand now that the National Association of Nigerian Students has dissociated itself from this planned protest and also called off its previous planned protest as well. Give us how you arrived, or tell us how you arrived at this decision. Was there any consultation made with Nigerian students?
No, not really. The thing is, the government is just coming in power, and I think it's too early to start judging. And apart from that, we are learned people. There are so many ways that we should be able to deliberate and work on something and come to a particular, apart from protest. Because just look at what happened during NSTAR's protests. It will take them, it took time for, I think up till now, we have not yet fixed some things that were damaged. So I think the only thing that is going to be there is there are many ways that we do. In comradeship or in student struggle, we have what is called consultation, consolidation before confirmation. So I think it is too early for us to go into protests. I think for now we need to give the government time to see what they can do. It's just 1 year in office. And the government, they have to fix some things before they start the kickstart. So I don't think it will be right for us to go to the streets and damage what it's already not in good shape. What if you damage it now? Who is going to want to fix it? It's our country. The only thing we have to do is to protect it. So I don't see any reason why we should go on the street protesting. That is the reason why we decided to pull out of the protest.
So you said you have not consulted with Nigerian students. That's the tertiary level. For those who still intend to protest, how do you intend to speak with them? Because this is barely 2 days or so to that planned protest.
Yes, that is where we would need the assistance of the government. You know, when something like this, I think it is also a lesson to them. I'm not denying the fact that students are not suffering. Yes, of course, students are suffering, and then we are going through a lot. There is hardship in the country. But like I earlier said, it will be right for us to follow the due process, the right protocol. Yes, even if we are going to protest, I think we shouldn't just go now and then start shouting on the street. What we are going to do now as student union leaders is our responsibility now to sensitize students on what and how, of which already is in it. Okay, the National Association of Nigerian Student National Headquarters already set up a committee that is overseeing campuses by campuses to see how we are going to protect students away from this. I think that is where our responsibility comes in. And they also need the assistance of the security personnel. They shouldn't just come here and then leave it all to us. We also need the assistance to do this. But I believe by sensitizing students, because we are learned people, we are not just out on the street. By sensitizing students, of course, they will understand and they will come in place.
So what's the expectations from the president at this moment? Some people have said the president should brief the nation. Some people have listed some of the things that he should do in terms of whether it's the economy or, palliatives that should be put in place. But for the Association of Nigerian Students or the National Association of Nigerian Students, what are your expectations from the president?
Yes, thank you so much for that question. The thing is, I'm speaking from the student constituency, and I'm going to be using students as a point of contact. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu coming to office have actually initiated a lot of things. Yesterday we were with the third fund executive secretary. We were talking to him. He briefed us on some things that the president has also initiated in recent time. And the NEL fund, student loan, and some other things that the president has promised to achieve with Nigerian students. I think all this, if we go into the strike to protest and then into the street to protest and then to shout, I think we are rather going to damage that, because the money that is supposed to be used to initiate this process, it will be used to fix things that have already been damaged. So I think we are, the only thing we can do is, in as much as the president is trying, I think he should sit up and do more. He should sit up and do more. I believe that if he can be able to give him time, he will come along.
All right, thank you so much, Joy, Public Relations Officer of the National Association of Nigerian Students. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.